Hello everyone, this is Budgies Are Cool, and you are watching the third tutorial video in my drawing process. In this one, we will cover how to color. Not shade yet, it's just going to be a shorter video, but there'll still be a bit of content in here. Okay, so here you see I have my outline, and it's comprised of the face, the general body outline, and the sketch layer, which is for the most part going to be invisible. Now what we do here is make a new layer, put it under the outline layer, make sure it's under, and if you're gonna be like me, you'll probably want a new folder too. This folder you can call colors. Now there are many ways of coloring, some of which include just using the pen tool and just kind of doing the traditional color in, oh, that's definitely skin color, whatever, just like coloring in the lines like you would on paper. But that is a bit, well, I guess it's fine too, but for timing or time purposes, time saving, I don't do that. What I'll tend to do is to use the magic wand tool right here. You can also press W, and I'll do one of two ways, just kind of randomly. I don't really have a preference. One way is to go to the outline layer or folder, depending on which you want to use to constrain your selection. And then say we want to color in the hoodie right now. We'll go to the outline layer with our magic wand tool and select all of the inside parts. Now the thing about this is you'll see at parts like this where it's not really where angles are made, I guess. So like when you have something like that, it won't get inside there, but it works for certain parts. You'll have to do a bit of extra work after. So now you go to your color layer after you have all your stuff selected, and when it's blue like this, that's just when the magic wand tool is selected. When I press like a drawing tool such as the pen, then it turns into the little moving outline thing. And now if I want a pinkish hoodie, and these are just one of the color selection things you can have showing whenever you want. And these, I just like having this particular one, toggle swatches, whatever that means, because I like to set colors in there, and so I can use them later. Like I have all my skin tones that I usually use right here. Anywho, we'll use a slightly brighter color or lighter color, and now I'll press Control F to fill in the selection. So that looks pretty good, right? But you can see inside there, like when the outline goes away, there are these random little splotches where there shouldn't be. Now, to combat that, I guess, I'll do a different method, which is the method of overcoloring. So I'll just use a big pen tool pretty much, and then I'll just go pick something a little more, yeah, a little more defined, and then I'll go in and just blotch it all in. Now, you'll probably see a lot of other people who are a lot better than me do the same technique, and in the end, a lot of them don't use the magic wand tool just because it's kind of, I don't know, they don't use the same outlining as I do either. And oh, one more thing. With the outlines, to use the magic wand tool, you'll need all of your outlines to be closed. So if I just go to a new layer for a second, and then I pick, here, let me save this color first. Then I make a circle and a not closed circle. Now I can select the inside of this one, but this one I cannot. And even if I get closer, it still can't. And even if I make a really small line right there, so you see that it's technically closed, right? If the transparency is up, then it'll still not even see that. So that's a little overview of the Magic Wand tool. And let's go back to what we were doing. So here we have overcoloring. I'm sorry, we just had a little tangent. But we'll go once everything is kind of blotched in, then we will go back to the outline tool and select all the parts that are outside. So depending on how neatly you blotched, you'll have to select less parts, but it's essentially all the same. Oh my goodness. See right here, that part of the outline wasn't really thick at all, so I'll have to put the transparency down so I don't absorb that, and I can put it back up. And now I just select all the parts that don't want color in them. Okay, see the same thing there. Turn the transparency down, select it, turn it back up. And we, for the most part, have all the parts selected. Then you go back to your color layer and then press D, or you can use the eraser tool. Oy. Okay. And then Control D to deselect everything. Now you'll see here that when I turn the outline off, we have these extra little lines going out, just where the outline is thick and where the magic wand couldn't select. Same with right here, but it just, yeah, depends on your drawing. You can just go in and manually erase these little nibs if you want. And yeah, I think that's about it for that. We can call this hoodie. Is it with an I? Probably. Okay. And I think that's about it. We'll speed up the rest. I will come back and talk if I think of something to say. I will see you in a bit. Hello everyone. I forgot to turn the audio back on to recording. So I just, talked to myself for 10 minutes without actually doing anything. Like, I was literally talking to myself. So I will go over what I said earlier when no one was listening. So here is my the pants layer. And as you can see here, the outline isn't closed. What I did to still use the magic wand feature is I made an outline over here. I drew a definite boundary, and then I used the magic wand to select whatever was outside of it. And be sure to select the folder when you're trying to use this line with the other outlines. So we can let that go away. And then I just use the blur tool over here to, ooh, that might have been that, to make this little effect here. Then I talked about the hair. Oh yeah, the hair, or one of the problems that I have is I can't figure out what color I want the hair to be, but just make it some random arbitrary color, because you can use Control U, which is the hue / saturation, to change it to whatever color you want. Just literally any color that you want. So like if I wanted to right now, I could just be like, I want blue hair, then blue hair. And I don't know, I might actually do that. But that'll be for the next video. Also, to use this, yeah, I guess it's over here too, the pickup color eyedrop tool. An easy way to do that, the keyboard shortcut, is to have one of these random drawing tools on, and then hold Alt, and then tap the color, and you should have the color there. And right now I'm just cleaning things up. Ooh, yeah, that was one more thing. If you might have noticed that during the sped up video part, I didn't actually delete part of the colors, such as the skin right here. You can see that it's still there because when I make the hair go away, then it's all blotchy still. And that's just because I like to have the natural overlapping occur. Just like how the hair is in front of the skin in real life, the clothes are in front of the skin also. Skin is just the lowest layer, usually. And my face tends to be, or the face that I draw, tends to be in a folder because I like drawing the eye colors, and then the eye whites in back, and the mouth. All of them as separate layers. And I think that about covers most of what I said, at least. My next video will be all about shading and whatnot, so that's where I'll go into actually how to draw the eyes and make them all shiny and not like this. And I think that about covers almost everything I went over. Oh, you see that I made it a gray background in the back just because it's easier to see the skin that way. It's not a permanent thing, but it could be, but it's probably not going to be. And I think that's about all I went over. There's my miscellaneous layer with all these little parts that don't have their own layers, so just put them on their own all together. Hair layer, hoodie, pants and t-shirt, face and skin. Alright, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. This is Budgies Are Cool. Thanks for watching my video, and take care.